So we're going to start off today with Lovin from the Oven. It's an exhilarating presentation on ID cards and dining services. So to begin, I'm Michael London. I'm going to be a senior here at Louisville. I'm a secondary education math major. And I'm going to be talking to you about ID cards today. So the student IDs are very important for your student. We have listed here all of their uses. I'm just going to go through each one for you. Is your official campus ID, so that tells everyone at Millersville that, hey, I go to Millersville, I'm a student. It has access to your meal plan, which you'll hear about later. Depending on what meal plan you get, it'll get programmed onto your card, and that will allow you to eat. It also allows you entrance to the dining hall. You need to be a student to get into the dining halls where they swipe your card. Otherwise, if you're a guest, you can come with a student. It also allows you access to your residence halls. Each residence hall is programmed onto the card. So say you live in one hall, your card will let you in there. For security purposes, you're only allowed entrance into your residence hall with your card. So that's why if you lose it, you're going to have to find a way to get it replaced and get it in. It's also the library card, so you're going to use it to check out books and any materials from the library. The library is about to be open in the fall, so you definitely want to have your ID card so you can use all of those good services. And it also allows you admission to campus events, either free or at a reduced rate. So if you want to go to the football game, you can just show your ID and get it for free. Or if you want to go to a show on campus, you can use your ID to get a reduced ticket price. Finally, ID cards are non-transferable. What this means is your ID card is your ID card. You can't lend it to a friend and say, hey, can you go run and get me a drink from the dining hall? It doesn't work like that. Only you can use your ID card. So how do you get your ID card? Well, your student must obtain it before orientation week in August because we will be using the dining hall and they will definitely want to get in their residence hall. So what they can do is they can avoid the long lines, and we have a new photo upload tool on our website where basically your student can take a picture of themselves standing in front of a blue or gray background and send it in online. Then the ID technicians will get that photo and put it on the ID so that when they arrive on orientation day, it'll already be waiting for them and they can pick it up. It's a really easy method, and there's a website there for you to take advantage of it. Otherwise, you can go to the ID card office located in the Boyer Building, room 123. When you were driving in, if you saw the library on your right, the Boyer Building is right past the library. The ID card office is open Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 4 p.m., but it is closed on university holidays. We'll answer all questions at the end, just so we can get through all the presentations, so hold on to that one. The ID card office is open during the summer, so if your student comes up to take a placement exam, tell them that they can feel free to stop by the Boyer Building and get their ID then. That's what I do. And they need to bring a photo ID.
Do they have a competitor in it?
No, you can just go in. Another great feature of the ID cards is Marauder Gold. Marauder Gold is an optional declining debit plan that you can put on your student's ID card. This is used like cash all over campus in all of these different locations. You can use it at the bookstore and get school supplies or textbooks. You can use it in all dining and retail operations to purchase food. You can use them at the vending machines across campus. The residence hall washers and dryers take Marauder Gold. I know my parents will always put some money on it so that I don't need to worry about finding quarters to do my laundry. And some off-campus vendors actually participate in Marauder Gold as well. You can go to the grocery store, John Hers, and use Marauder Gold to purchase groceries. And you can even use it at some restaurants around campus and in the Millersville area. With that being said, that is the student ID card. Like I said, save all questions until the end, and we can answer them then. So now, I'd like to introduce Heather Keck and Pat Benson, who will be presenting on dining services.
Welcome to dining services. For us, feel free at any point to ask questions if you need to, because there's a lot of information that we're going to go over with you guys this morning. Our first thing is that we have many dining choices here on campus. Actually, there's 9 to be exact. We have 2 all you care to eat, 1 full service restaurant, and 6 retail locations on campus. There are two all-you-can-eat dining halls on campus. Upper deck is our largest and offers many menu selections at each of our stations. And Northside Bistro has many action stations and a variety of gluten-free and healthy options coming, actually that's new, coming to us in the fall. We have retail locations on campus. The first one's the Anchor, and it's basically a deli and a convenience store. So if you have a student that needs groceries, or if they want a gallon of milk or iced tea, that's the place that you would send them to go to get those items. The galley is basically a food court setting. We have an action station and a stone hearth oven for our pizzas and strombolis. I recommend that. We have a juice bar located, I'm sure you saw that, right above us, and the gate is down. But this is a great place, like if your student's working out and needs a recovery shake, so I recommend that. And also we have a cyber cafe, which is located in the science building. There's a lot of grab-and-go snacks and things that they can pick up if they have many classes over in that area. Yes, sir.
So these are not, the ones you just said, those are not part of the meal plan, that's a separate thing?
They are part of the meal plan.
So a meal is when I get it, go in and box, like you have 19 meals, 21 meals, what constitutes a meal?
We're gonna go through that.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, Pat will speak about that.
Everything
But
you're
they
talking
can.
about is part of this.
Correct, yeah, so it's great options on campus.
Yes.
The next one is our restaurant. Oh, I'm sorry, I'm jumping ahead, is the Cove, and that's located on the other side of the library. Again, if your student has a dorm over there, this is probably the closest for them to grab something quick to eat. They do have deli sandwiches and wraps and pizzas and so forth. And on the other side of the Cove is the Northside Bistro, which is all you can eat dining hall. And that's located on the other side of campus. We have one restaurant on campus, and if you're visiting your student, it's a great place to dine for lunch. It is only open till 1:30, but I do recommend that. It's a nice quiet place. We have a great chef in there, Megan, and she really whips up some great meals. So I recommend that if you're coming to visit your student.
Okay. I'm gonna talk about the meal plans and try and explain it, and please feel free to ask questions, because this is where it gets a little confusing. And people don't understand, we talk about 9 meal plan, 14 meal plan, 21 meal plan, and we do that every day, but for, parents and students, they don't understand, so hopefully I can take some of the mystery out of it. So, we have commuters and residential students in the group today, correct? Okay, so first I'm going to talk about residential meal plan. So all freshmen that live in a residence hall automatically are put into the 19 meal plan. So you can move up to the 21 meal plan, or you can go down to the 14 meal plan. And what that means is you get 21 meals per week. If you take each location, the dining halls and all the retail operation, there's a total of 26 meals that you could possibly eat in a week. If you ate breakfast, lunch, dinner, and late night, Monday through Friday, and you ate brunch, dinner, and late night on Saturday and Sunday, there's 26 choices that you could have. But we all know nobody's going to eat all those times. A lot of kids get home on the weekend. So the best overall value for a meal plan would be the 21 meal plan, and that's just the cost per meal. The 19 meal plan is the one that the freshmen are put into, and that allows them to have 19 meals per week. And they can choose, some kids don't get up in the morning, they might not want to eat breakfast, but they want late night. You choose which meals you want. So, like I said, we're recommending the best resident student, if they get home every weekend, then they're not going to be here, maybe Friday night or all day Saturday, they'll come back and they're going to have dinner on Sunday. So, and commuters, these are all of the meal plans that we have. We have, like I said, the 21, the 19, the 14, the 10 meals per week, 5 meals per week, the 105 block meal plan, 45 block meal plan, a flex dollars only meal plan. But the best value for commuter students would be the 105 block meal plan. Now, unlike the 21 meals per week with the block, you have 105 meals that you can eat in the 15 weeks that you're here. You choose when you want to eat those meals. When you have 21 or 19, that's per week. So you get 19 per week. On Sunday night, after the dining hall is closed, your new week starts on Monday. The 105, you choose when you're going to eat the 105 meals.
Is that the same way for the resident students, that they don't roll over?
No, the meals,
So some weeks if they're sick and they haven't eaten so those meals that they didn't eat don't roll over?
correct. That's per week. But if you have a student that's sick, they can call the dining hall and we make arrangements to take food to them, or, a friend would bring them food, and we're very accommodating. So, but no, the meals do not carry over. The flex money is per semester. This flex money that's at the end of the fall semester carries over to the spring semester.
Does that sound right?
Yeah, that's part of the meal plan, the flex dollars.
So that's
All included in the price.
Only to the end of the year. So it's good.
Okay, so flex dollars, and if you look in your dining brochure, it kind of explains it on the centerfold with the meal plan option. Each meal plan, it tells you how many meals you get per week, and it's the cost of the plan and how much flex dollars are with each plan. So flex dollars, you use that as a supplemental payment with the meal. And what that means is, say I don't want to go to the dining hall because I don't want to eat an omelet and pancakes and yogurt, and I just want to grab a bagel sandwich up at the galley and I want to get a coffee. So we have meal allowances. So for breakfast you would have like $3.20, that would be your meal allowance. So you get a breakfast sandwich and you get a large coffee and you spend $3.50. Well, you take one meal swipe and then the 30 cents would come off of your flex. That's why you have the flex money.
That's automatic.
Correct. Okay?
Do we see an accounting of that online anywhere?
Yes. Your student can go on, they can give you access to it that you can look at. You know exactly where they're eating, and you can even drill down to see what they're eating.
So typically, is covered, like if I go in for dinner or lunch, get a sandwich and fries and Coke, that's typically
Yeah, we have
covered.
combo meals, and that's included in the meal price, but you don't have to go over. But we
Well,
have...
that's what I'm saying, so that typically
Correct.
would be over. if
You
get a full
could
meal.
use one swipe and you could get a nutritious breakfast, lunch, or dinner in any of the retail operations, yes.
And then if I would go into like a juice bar thing, and I do a swipe, and a juice is $1, and I have, how does
The
that
juice
work?
bar does not take meal allowance.
Okay.
So they take flex money, but they do not take meal allowance
So would that automatically pick that up?
off of
then,
their
or-
flex.
Okay.
Yes. When you go to a dining hall or to a retail operation that takes meal allowance, the first thing the card looks for is meal swipe. So you swipe the card, it takes meals. If there's no meals at that location, or you've already ate your meal, then it takes your flex money out. And then it would look for Marauder Gold if you have that, and if you don't have any of that, and then it wants cash. Okay? So flex dollars can be used outside the meal periods. So we do have meal periods, and I have a slide that will explain that too. So at 10:35, you decide, oh, I overslept, so I want to get a bagel now. Well, you can go still get a bagel, but it wouldn't come off your breakfast meal. It would come off your flex money.
And then can you refill that flex money?
It's not like $5 a lot.
No.
How much is on the flex?
Well, it depends on which meal plan you purchase. So like if you purchase the 21 meal plan, you get $250 of flex for the semester. For the 19, you get $200.
How many weeks is that usually last? If I want to see what's going on.
So, well, he's a student.
Repeat what the question was, because I'm not sure everybody heard it back here.
Someone asked, how long does the flex money usually last? Does it last the whole semester, or does it just last for a couple weeks?
It definitely lasts you a while. Like I'll end the fall semester having like $100 of flex left and have a ton in the spring. And it's great like for finals week. People always go and they buy like snacks to study late because you don't want to like go and get a meal. But
Because you want to use it for flex, because it's not, it's not.
right, but the Anchor also has like bulk items too, which I always buy and bring home, so that I don't have to buy stuff when I go home into the real college room. But I've never had a problem running out of flex. And the dining operations, they're really good at telling you like, oh, it's gonna go 30 cents over into flex. So you're never really surprised, like, oh, that just took $8 out, and I don't know why. So.
Right, they're very
And
informative.
in reality, in a typical week, you go out for pizza twice, you'll go for a restaurant, whatever.
Oh yeah, like
Typically do.
usually when I'm here on the weekends is when I'll use my flex the most, but if I use my dinner, I'll probably grab like a slice of pizza, yeah, like once or twice.
Well, but say, I mean, beyond this meal plan, I'm guessing students go off campus or stuff from time to time.
Oh yeah.
They can't use the flex all the
No,
time.
no, but I mean, I'm trying to figure out, you know, there's even 21 plans or 19 plans.
Yeah, well when I was a freshman, I really relied on the dining halls just because you're not really that familiar with the area yet, but like now being senior, like most of my meals are off campus. So I think the freshmen will have no problem getting used to the
And
dining.
we also have sushi in the Anchor location, so, and that is really popular with the kids, and I mean, we all know it's not cheap, so a lot of the kids use their, you know, flex money for sushi too, so it doesn't take long.
Per semester.
Yes, that's per semester. And then, like I said, the flex money would roll over into the spring semester. If, you know, say your student has $75 left from, you know, the 200 or 250, it carries over into the next semester. But the meals don't. The meals only go per week. Okay, so we have, oh, sorry, I'm sorry, I'm
Can
back
you
to you.
change meal plan from semester to semester?
Yes, yes. When you sign up for the 19 meal plan, or you decide you want the 21 meal plan, and then, and we recommend that too, try the 19 or the 21 meal plan for your first semester freshman. And then see what they have. Did they not use a lot of meals, or did they run out of meals? And then, you know, evaluate it, and then, you know, decide for the, you know, the spring semester.
What if they have a guest that comes to visit them? Can they use their?
Every meal plan has 2 guest meals per semester, but the guest meals can only be used in the dining halls.
Okay.
So
Okay.
that's 2 guest meals per semester on top of whatever.
Correct. So they could bring you twice the semester and, you know, swipe their card and, you know, you would eat.
So you were saying, the plan, 19 meals, custom
Yeah.
the golf.
Bye. Yeah. So, right, like, so if your student goes home every Friday and they don't come back until Monday morning, yeah, then probably the 19 meal plan wouldn't be the best for them. But then again, look at the overall price, you know, and the flex money that's associated with the other meal plans. But as a freshman, they have to have either the 19 or the 21. Okay? Okay, so we have the different meal periods, and this is kind of like confusing too sometimes. We serve breakfast from 7 a.m. to 10:30. So you get 1 meal swipe for this period and all you care to eat. So you can go up there and eat, you know, eat as much as you want, or you can take that meal swipe and go to retail. So for the fall semester, a meal swipe in retail will be equal to $4. And you can get breakfast for $4 in one of the retail operations if you don't want to go to the dining hall. Lunch is 10:31 to 3:30 p.m. Same thing, 1 swipe. Lunch is up to $6.55 value in retail. Dinner's 3:31 to 8 p.m., 7:10 for the dollar value, and late night is 8 p.m. to 11 p.m., and then that's $5.10. Now, the confusing part with this is, say you go to retail at 10:30, and you grab a donut and a coffee, and you're in line, and the clock swipes to 10:31. Well, guess what? It just took off a lunch instead of a breakfast. So it's really, really, really important that the students understand that, you know, the meal periods, because it's all computer sensitive. It doesn't know to take breakfast or lunch, so there's this 1-minute period. And the cashiers are really good at letting the students know, hey, this is going to come off your lunch because it's 10:31 now, and if you wanted a breakfast, you missed it. Okay?
Can you
Yes.
only eat 1 meal within a time period?
Yes. Yes. You can only have 1 meal
If you eat
per.
10:30, you can't eat again until 3:30.
You can eat. Oh, you can eat, but it
Oh,
won't
okay.
be a meal swipe. It will be your flex money.
Okay.
Right. Yes.
So this isn't 3 meals a day, it's 1 meal from 7 to 10:30, and 1 meal from 10 to 3:30. That's really,
Yeah. It's 4 meals a day.
but in those time frames.
Correct. Correct.
So it's 1 meal from 7:30 to 10:30, it's 1 meal
Correct.
from 10:30.
Correct. Yes. Yes. Sir.
And the 19 meal plan is required for freshmen?
Yes. Yes.
Where are the 2 places that you
the all-you-care-to-eat, that's the Ordinaire and the Northside Bistro. There's one on, the large dining halls on this side of campus and the other one's on the other side. The upper deck, yes.
Could you repeat the question, Pat?
Oh, she
Can you
wanted to
repeat
know,
the question?
oh, I'm sorry, where are the two all-you-care-to-eat dining facilities? One is right across the street from the student center, the building that you're in today. It's called the Upper Deck. It's on the second floor of Ordinaire. And the other one is on the other end of campus by Lyle Hall. It's called the Northside Bistro. Okay? Oh, I'm sorry.
And these prices are for semester or the whole year?
Oh, you know what?
First semester.
So the prices won't change for the spring though, for the whole year.
That's the whole year.
Yes. So it'll be we'll use the same brochure in the spring. Yes, correct.
Is this information that you have right here, is where I'm going?
Yes, yes, yes.
No, it's 2,000 a semester.
The prices are right.
Semester.
Yes, the prices in the book, yeah, they're the prices for the meal plans for this semester.
One semester. So
Correct.
whole year would be double.
Correct. Yeah, you'll have to re-sign up for a new meal plan in January or, yeah. Okay? And then on the weekends, we do brunch from 9 to 1:30 in the dining halls and all you care to eat. And we have the Anchor open on Saturday and Sundays, and they open 11. So 11 to 3:30 would be lunch, and then 3:30 to 3:31 to 8 would be dinner, and then late night again. Dinner's 4 to 7, and late night 8 p.m. to 11. We also have on staff a registered dietitian. She can talk to the students about special diet needs, food allergies, and each student is entitled to one free 1-hour consult and with a half-hour follow-up free that we would, arrange for them.
What does that mean for that? If they come to school with known allergies or like, explain that a little.
Yes. This is like if your student has, maybe they want to lose weight or they have, a nut allergy and they want to talk to our dietitian and they want to find out like what should I be eating, what's the best thing for me to do. They can meet with them for that.
Well, I usually have one school free.
Yes.
That's a good thing.
Yes, and like Heather said in the beginning, at the Northside Bistro, in our other all-you-care-to-eat dining facility, starting in the fall semester, we're going to be offering a lot of gluten-free items over there, healthier food choices. It'll be a nut and shell fish-free environment, so we're trying to, really to cater to our students with special dietary needs. And just so you know, our dietitian, she works for us. She's actually on staff at the Lancaster General Health Campus. And we also have special refrigerators in the dining halls. If your student is gluten-free and they have certain foods, we prepare certain foods for them, what they want, they would have access to go in and to get the food that they want or the food that they need. And our chefs will work with the students, however make their dining experience successful. We do specialty nights in the all-you-care-to-eat dining facility. These are some that we've done in the past. This year we did a 1920s event and the students loved it. We actually repeated them because it was so popular. We set it up like a speakeasy. We did mocktails. We had music from the 1920s, and it was amazing. The kids just loved it. But the dining hall was transformed. Like we had tablecloths, we had flowers, we had catering servers, serving appetizers. So we do fun things like that throughout the whole semester. This is another big. We need lots of students to work for dining services and at retail. So we do offer jobs, and one of the nice things, if your student gets a job with us, besides a paycheck, they get to eat free meals. And we work around their schedule. We have operations, like I said, from 7 o'clock in the morning to 11 o'clock at night, 7 days a week.
How many hours do they have to work for that?
It's 15 to 20 hours. They're not allowed to work more than 30, but we usually try like 15 or 20.
Well, we told ours freshman, we want to work for semester.
And that's and that's fine.
So could they work less hours?
Oh, yes, yes.
Yeah, it's not a requirement that they work, it's an
No, I know it's
option.
not, I'm just
But,
saying.
and they can work as little as, 6 hours a week.
Like if they,
Absolutely.
all of a sudden their schedule gets crazy, or they get a lot of homework, they
Yes.
can't come to work.
Yeah, our schedules are based upon the students' schedules. We work around that and, because we enjoy working with them, it gives them the opportunity to see that side of, our business and, kind of mold them for the future in case, for instance, they're interested in the food service industry, so.
Yeah, I actually work in one of the dining halls, so I can talk a little bit about that. But I'm an education major going into my senior year, so I'm very busy. It was really hard for me to find a lot of hours to fit into my schedule, but dining did. I also am a tour guide, so it's another job. So they're really flexible. I just talked to my student manager to say hey, this week I have to go into the classroom during my regular scheduled shift. Can I switch hours with someone? And there's a great system for that. So it's definitely worth checking out, and the free meals are great too.
You don't have to have work study to qualify?
No, I never did, and I just applied and
And maybe they just want to work Saturday or Sunday. I mean, we have the juice bars open, Starbucks is open on the weekends, and the Anchor's open. So, maybe they just want to pick up 5 or 6 hours on a Saturday or Sunday. So, we're very flexible. We really work with the students.
Where could they apply that?
They can apply online, or they can come into the dining office, or they can go into any of the operations. They all have applications. Yes.
Can they apply before the school season
Yes,
starts?
yes, they can. They can actually get all the paperwork done, and they can be ready to start working the first day of class.
Yes, please, the earlier the better.
The other 2 handouts that I gave you, I just want to briefly go over them. This one here is about our TLC program. So, maybe you want to send your student a welcome packet, or maybe their birthday is going to be in August or September, and it's their first birthday away from home, and you want to send them a birthday cake, or just the thinking of you package, or you want to send them a pizza. We have a website. You can go onto the website. You can order for your student. You pay by credit card, and then we'll deliver it. And call them and tell them they have a surprise waiting, and we take it to them. The other thing, please, please, please like us on Facebook, and sign up to our Twitter. We do a lot of things to let students know what's going on in our operation. So. I have a goal too. I'm trying to get 1,000 likes for my next performance review. So please like us. And then this card is just all the operations that we talked about in their hours. We also have the meal periods on there, and the students will all get one of these too. So for them. So okay. So now any more questions that we can answer? Yes.
For the free meals, for how many hours do they have to work to qualify for that?
No, even if you work 2-hour shift, you get a free meal.
And you don't get 3 meals for working, you get a free meal each shift if you work.
Correct. You still need to have a meal plan. Correct. Yeah, you still need to have a meal plan. Yes.
So if the kids, for whatever reason, they do not get to do a couple of their meals, but that little conversion chart that you can use at the Anchor only, if they miss a meal, how it's converted to dollars.
Right.
That's how much they could spend at the Anchor only convenience store.
Well, it would be the Anchor. They could use it at the Galley. They could use it at the Cove.
Okay, so they're showing that it's an Anchor only, so I wasn't sure.
That's on the weekend. Yeah. Whenever the retail operations are open, and if that retail operation accepts meal allowances, they can use it there. The only ones that don't are the Starbucks and the juice bar don't take meal allowances. But the Cyber Cafe, the one that's down in the science building, because a lot of science majors have blocks, and they're down there for big chunks of time, and they only get 10 or 15-minute breaks. They don't have time to run to the dining hall, or so we have a retail operation in that area. They can get a sandwich, they can get, hot food, drinks, whatever, throughout the time that they're there. Yes.
I'm sorry, maybe I didn't understand, but if they miss a meal, they don't eat 4 meals a day, that one of those meals goes to Flex Dollars?
No. If they miss a meal, they miss a meal.
Okay. So there's no way to accumulate Flex Dollars, you get your dollars?
No, you get you get, so if you have the 19 meal plan, you get $200 flex money.
Right.
And you can spend that throughout, the whole semester. If you have some left over, that carries over, would add on to the flex dollars that you would get in the spring semester.
Okay, thank you.
The meals don't carry over week to week. Yes.
So if, my sister's on here, so if she wakes up early on like a Saturday and she wants to go get food, can she do that if it's before 9?
No, because the dining hall doesn't open till 9, so she would have to just wait till the dining hall opens. Yes.
Where do you have, because I don't see it in the brochure, the times, because you said at 10:31, if they swipe, it's considered lunch, but the times are not in your
The
brochure.
times aren't in the brochure, they're on the,
But that just gives you the times of the different restaurants, but
no,
that's...
down here where it says meal period,
It's a really
it has the time. And we have these posted, so the students would know,
Okay,
like
thanks.
7 to 10:30, 10:31, yes. Okay.
You know how you have that monitored education test? You have the alert that's on your line, where the directions would be $4.
Yes,
Like,
yes.
it's got a monitor that's on your line. Is that it's not first?
Yeah, I think that's online. If it's not, we can put it online.
What was the question?
The meal allowance amounts online anywhere. On the web page, they would be on the web page on the dining room.
And do they have a certain period that, like, if they want to do, like, also time frames, is it based upon the same?
It's based upon the same time. All time periods are the same. Like breakfast is 7 to 10:30. Lunch is 10:31 to 3:30. And that doesn't change whether you're eating in retail or whether you're eating in student dining. I also want to make sure that you see the phone number that's in the dining brochure. It's on the purple underneath where it says need to know facts. You can call that number anytime and someone would be more than glad to talk to you and answer your questions. There's always somebody there, and please feel free. If you think of something when you're driving home or, whenever, please feel free to call us. Yes.
So we're going to put the meal plan for our students, and we're going to hopefully communicate with them, and, let's try this one out here. Then when they come, they're not gonna come to orientation till like they start classes the 21st. Orientation comes the 21st. So they'll be explained this, what you're telling us right now, then.
That's going to be you.
During orientation, regardless of what meal plan your student has, they're going to get a full meal plan so they can eat with their group. And all the information you're getting today, we're going to give to them as well.
Okay, so we're not gonna go home and draw up on it.
Yeah, like you don't have to go up to your student and be like, oh, by the way, in 2 months you're gonna have 19 meals a week. We're gonna tell them that all this stuff is fun.
And the more that you understand, that you can explain, because a lot of students don't understand, and that's why we're trying to just to break it down to make it simple, that you can help them understand. And the meal period times, that's the one that catches a lot of our students off guard. Yes.
My son's coming up on the 19th because of marching band. What do they do about food?
He should have a meal plan set up.
Yeah.
Their son's coming up on the 19th of August, and he's in the marching band. What do they do about food?
The band director coordinates we'll call it pre-academic meals prior to the first day of classes. So that's set up by the meal director,
The band director. The band director
with
will have the
dining
meals
and
set
coffee
up.
services in advance. And that's true of any of the athletic teams that are here as well, called pre-season, pre-academic year.
And there was another question?
That was the same question.
The same question? Okay, great. Yes.
Say you don't have a per order account, but you choose to open up a bank account and credit unit here and you have a debit card. And just say for some reason you need to go with your flex hours, but you don't have it, you use your ATM card if you complete an order.
Yes. The dining halls take the credit card, debit card, and all the retail operations do except
Ronnie, our cyber cafe, in the science building.
but all the others.
Not.
And if you reduced, say you have the 19 meal plan, for how long before you switch it?
For the first semester.
For the first semester?
Yes.
And if you do that, you find that is it a 14 meal plan? Is it 14? You can you add flex dollars if you find that you're?
At this time, you cannot add flex dollars to a meal plan. It's something that we're working on, but you can't at this time. Like, so with the 14 meal plan, you only get $125 for flex.
So the option would just be to pay cash.
Correct.
Or you can add Marauder Gold,
Right.
what I talked about with the IDs, and that can be used in dining areas too.
I have a question on the Marauder Gold and that feature. Is there a PIN associated with that transaction?
Honestly, my parents do it online, but it's just like you have your Millersville account and you sign on to the website through that.
Yeah.
And one of the
Sorry.
groups that's speaking after us, they're going to go over all about Marauder Gold for you, because the Bursar's office handles that, so they'll give you all the information about Marauder Gold.
Just to be clear, I was thinking about the swipe itself.
Oh, like when you swipe it, like you don't put in like a PIN, it's just like a swipe of your card.
But
You'll
you
tell
lose
them.
that card.
Someone steals your
Right.
card.
It's your ID, and if they take your card, they took your meals, your flex, your Marauder
You
Gold.
stop it right away.
Pardon?
You stop it right, the security will stop that card right
As soon
away.
as you know that you lost your card, you should report it right away, yes.
Okay.
And you just go back to the border building and they'll replace it.
Yeah, that's what
And I know like the dining area, like they don't take it if it's not here. So like I said, it's not transferable. They will look and see like, this isn't you and they'll take it.
Yeah, there's many times where we've been caught. Yeah, you'd be surprised, but, and they're very accommodating, like, they come back with theirs, so.
Regarding a lost card, yes, it's the student's responsibility to report it immediately, but it can be done online. So just get to a computer or your phone or whatever to access online and capture your card at that point in time. A new card will be released as soon as the next business day arrives. Dining is usually, very happy to accommodate the students over the weekend. They don't have their card because it was lost or damaged or whatever. We set up I guess I'll call it a form where we fill out. The student then needs to return the following business day, which would be in this case a Monday. And we can take care of things, make sure that they obviously had a meal over the weekend. They show us the card, they prove it to us, and we move on.
Thank you.
Yes.
What if the student loses their card late at night? This card is their ID card, correct? They have to get into their dorm.
Okay, in the residence halls, we have resident assistants who basically help out with everything, and they're on duty from 5 p.m. to midnight. I think they actually may have changed it to have them throughout the day. So if they can't get in, there are big windows on the residence halls, so all right, we'll see them and let them in. Maybe that can happen.
Call a roommate.
And you can always call their roommate, like with cell phones now. Like, I was having it before, I left it in my room, and I had no problem getting in. So.
Any other questions? Thank you. I hope we took some of the confusion out of dining.
But again, the number's in the brochure, so if you think of a question later on, please feel free to call us.
This is how the card do explain to us, but now when the student's gonna come in and say, this is your ID, you lose it, it's gonna cost you money.
It will cost you money.
Yes.
Can we get that presentation? So we can tell them ourselves too.
Oh, okay.